Hey there, welcome to another grammar video for Unit 4, Blue Listening. In this lesson, we're going to talk about the modals can, could, and would to make polite requests. Let's get started. So to understand this lesson, you'll need to know what a modal verb is. You'll also need to know what it means to make a request. If you don't know these things, that's okay. Take a minute, pause the video, look them up, and come back. So in this lesson, we're going to talk about the modals can, could, and would to make polite requests. We'll talk about question structures and also how to use please. We'll also talk about how to answer questions in a polite way. So modal verbs, you'll remember, go with base verbs, and they change the meaning of the verb. You'll have to remember that modals have different jobs. Today, specifically, we're talking about using modals to make polite requests. In this lesson, we'll talk about can, could, and would. They're used in many ways, but again, in this lesson, we're talking about polite requests. So modals can, could, and would are used in the same way to make polite requests. First, we start with a modal, followed by the subject, then a base verb, and an object. Here you have examples. Can you help me? Could you help me? Would you help me? Again, these polite requests all mean the same thing. So we can use please to make things more polite. It can go in two places. So the first place, we use it after a subject. So the structure, start with a modal, followed by the subject, then please, then base verb, then object. Some examples. Can you please help me? Could you please help me? Would you please help me? We can also use please after the object at the end, but you'll have to remember you need a comma after the object. So the structure, we start with a modal, followed by the subject, then the base verb, then the object, comma, please. Some examples. Can you help me, please? Could you help me, please? Would you help me, please? Now, when we make polite requests, sometimes we have two questions in one request. So again, in a two-part question, the first question stays the same. We have modal plus the subject, then the base verb, and then the object. However, in the second question, the word order changes a little bit to sentence structure. So this means the verb and subject will switch. For example, the question, can you tell me, and what is the answer, becomes a polite request and is combined as follows. Can you tell me what the answer is? Now, on this slide, we have a few more examples to talk about. So as you can see, in the first part of a polite request, we have regular question structure. So start with the modal, then the subject, base verb, then object. However, in the second part, we have sentence structure. So we have the WH word, then the subject, then the verb. Again, pause the video, take a look at the structures. Now, looking at the bottom, we have two questions. Can you tell me what is your name? We want to combine these to make a polite request. Try it. Did you get it? Let's take a look. Can you tell me what your name is? Now, pause the video again. Practice writing a few more polite requests using this structure. So to answer polite requests, we have a few different ways. Of course, we always want to be as polite as possible. For a yes answer, you can say, yes, of course, or certainly, I'd be glad to, I'd be happy to, no problem. For a no answer, usually want to give the reason why. For example, sorry, I'm too busy, or I wish I could, but I don't know the answers. Also, I'd like to, but I'm busy. Now, let's take a practice quiz. Pause the video, answer the questions. Once you've finished all the questions, Hit the play button and we'll talk about your answers. Question 1. Can he blank dinner with me tomorrow? Again, in a polite request, we have the modal, and the subject, and the base verb, so C is the correct answer. Question 2. Blank borrow your car. Again, we want to start with the modal, followed by the subject, so D is the correct answer. Question 3. Would you blank? Again, here we have would, the modal, followed by the subject, then the base verb and the object, so B is the correct answer. Question 4. Could Ali blank me to the mall tomorrow? Again, we have the modal, then the subject. Now we need a verb, base verb. D is the correct answer. Question 5. Can they blank what the answer is? Here we have the modal, then the subject. We'll need the verb followed by the object, so C is the correct answer. Question 6. Can you show me where blank? Remember, for a two-part question, we need to use sentence structure. So where blank, we need the subject first, then the verb. So C is the correct answer. That's it for this lesson. I hope it was useful. Class dismissed.